Okay.
Hi, welcome to Financial Education Foundation. I'm Warren Shute, and today we've got a chat session with Paul. He's just going to run through some questions with me. So over to you, Paul.
Good morning, Warren, and it's a pretty special day for you today. Why is that?
It's an amazingly special day today. So yesterday was the official launch of the money plan. So it was actually on Amazon about a week ago, but yesterday was the official launch of the money plan. And in its first day, hit #1 sales status in the paperback book under financial planning. So I'm blown away, absolutely blown away. Exhausted, but blown away.
Well, congratulations, fantastic news, and that's what I want to talk about today: the money plan, the book, and a little more about you. The book. Why have you written the book? Because I've got to know you pretty well over the last few months, and ego isn't something I'd really associate with you. So what's the thinking behind it?
I feel very privileged, very grateful that I run a wonderful financial planning practice, okay? And I have some amazing clients. Every single one of my clients I enjoy meeting with. There's not a single client I have that I don't enjoy either speaking to on the phone or seeing face to face. But I also recognize that the people I meet are very fortunate by the very default that they're fairly wealthy. And there are hundreds and thousands of individuals out there who are struggling financially, and they don't get to see a financial planner, although they probably could benefit from one, either because they don't earn enough money, they don't have enough money, or sometimes they're intimidated by the coming to the office. It's Lexington Wealth Management. Some of my clients come in and say, well, I'm not wealthy. So I wanted to give back. I wanted to do something for the greater population and try and make a difference.
Okay, so yeah, I think that's a fair point, because financial planning is obviously pretty much seen as the something for richer people. So the book is for anyone and everyone. Just briefly talk about what the book covers.
Okay, so it's easier to say who the book's not for. So if you're financially savvy, if you set goals and follow through on them, and you've got no unsecured debt, it's not for you, okay? You seem to know what you're doing. Go and spend the time enjoying your family and your friends and have fun, okay? But if you're the type of person who tends to have more month left over at the end of the paycheck, or if you just don't seem to get on financially when everyone around you does, or if you're a bit disorganized or you're a bit lost financially, or it's just a minefield, it's too complicated for you, it's for you. That's the one. It's yours. It's for you. You need to read it. That's the person it's for, okay? You kind of, there's some fantastic reviews on Amazon as well. I'm blown away by them, that people have said, so I've kind of read it and I can implement it. I can use it. It's not rocket science in there. There's no, I guess they are secrets, but in my world, it's something we do every single day. So, yeah.
Okay, so you're trying to take the concepts and the things that you use with clients and in your financial planning guys and bring that out to more people.
I was interviewed by a chap called Pete Matthew, who runs a podcast called Meaningful Money, which is brilliant. And he's writing a book, and he said, do you know what? I read your book, I loved it, and it's just like mine. There are no secrets. It's a fundamentals. It's the kind of thing that you need to be taught at school. It's the basics. It covers 5 areas. Set yourself some goals, know what you want. Okay, now, if you're struggling financially, that might be, I want to be able to pay the bills every month. I want to have to pay the bills, be able to go shopping and not worry. Get some sleep at night. Let's not underestimate. Some people out there are really struggling financially. So it could be as simple as that, or it could be, I want to retire early. I want to cruise around the world. I want to go and ensure my kids go to university and don't come out of loads of debt. What's your outcome? What is your goal? Step 2 is about getting organized. So making sure you've got a banking system, making sure you know what you earn, you're paying the right tax, make sure you know what goes out every month, what you own and what you owe. So make sure there's some kind of organization there. We share some information about pocket money strategies for children. So how to pay your children pocket money and have a strategy behind it. So it's intentionally done. Step 3 is about financial foundations. So everything from wills, power of attorneys to emergency cash, and we cover other things as well. There's 8 of them in total. and then give some kind of structure to building wealth. So from security, independence, and freedom, we'll use this graphic called the House of Wealth. Step 4 is about paying down unsecured debt rapidly. So we give you a strategy and a way of doing that. We give you some spreadsheets on my website to show you how to pay this debt down efficiently. Okay, so it's the most suitable way for people to do it. And the last step 5 is investing. So it's quite interesting because most things out there, most podcasts, most magazines, everything, all start with the investing. Okay, and it's almost, it's like a diet magazine, isn't it? You look at diet magazine and all you do is see fit people on there. You know, people who work out and look fantastic and they should be on Love Island or something. But really what it should be is, what's the fundamentals? What's the basics? Let's go through the basics. And the book's consumable, so it's easy to read. It's quite light-hearted. It's not a bit of academic brilliance. It's usable. You get the information and you can implement it, and it will make a difference.
Okay, so it's interesting you're talking about kind of timescales there, because it's not about kind of solve your problems overnight, is it? This is about, one of your favorite phrases I know from chatting with you is our habits makers and our habits breakers. And it's about almost reforming our habits financially.
It's a new lifestyle. Okay. If I relate it back to nutrition and diets, there's loads of fad diets out there. Things that you can go on and say, eat 100 calories a day and you'll lose 50 pounds. You know, you might do, but how long can you do that for? And there's been so much academic research done in the nutritional area to say that if you eat a balanced diet, drink plenty of water, get some exercise over the course of your life, you'll be healthy. And that's what really the money plan. It's a plan for life. It's almost like the money plan for life, not for the next 6 weeks. So it's a way of you saying, well, this is how I pay myself. This is how I structure things. You know, I set myself goals. I've got my banking system in place. We talk about a thing called WAM, which is Walkabout Money. I have my WAM. I use that. My children have a strategy. They have their pocket money. It's paid to them. They know how much they're going to get. They know what they've got to do to earn that money. You know, it's a strategy. It's a plan. And it's not something that you'll do and forget. It's something you'll do and you'll keep doing. You know, we don't get fit by going to the gym once. We get fit by going to the gym regularly over time.
And I think it's worth emphasizing for those that don't know you well that it's tied in very much. You've talked about the systems and things a lot, but it's very much tied in with behavior. You're quite a fan of that behavioral side of things and the emotional aspect of things.
Yeah, I think psychology is the underpin of everything. You know, we are emotional beings in a physical body. You know, we are run by our emotions. And a great example of that is if you have a heavy night, whether that's lots of alcohol, lots of food, or just a late night, when you wake up the next day, you're not as sharp as when you go to bed early, got lots of water and have a good night's sleep. So we're affected by our emotions. You drive down the road, someone cuts in front of you or slams on their brake or something happens, or if you see something scary, your emotions change, okay? And we're emotional beings. We've got to understand what our emotions are. So a third of the book is on the psychology of money. Most of the first third is all about the psychology, understanding you, what's your outcome, what you want to achieve, okay? You get the wiring right, you'll be fine. And that's what the first third is about. So we're psychological beings. We're emotional people.
Okay, and I guess looking at the wider picture from you, why should someone watching this video? Why would they act on what Warren Shute has to say? What are your credentials? Where have you picked up your systems and your knowledge and your expertise? Can you just kind of give a brief overview of your?
I've been a financial planner now for over 20 years. I calculated it out. I've done over 10,000 of client meeting work. So face-to-face with individuals, solving their problems, crunching their numbers, giving them solutions to what they want to do. I'm a chartered wealth manager and financial planner. I'm a fellow, and I'm the current financial planner of the year. So I've also got a master's in financial planning as well. I forgot that one. But you know, I love financial planning. I love it. I started back in 1995, and at the same time, I started learning psychology. So I started understanding personal development psychology, and at the same time, I did a sort of a parallel thing, because psychology was really more of a hobby, whereas financial planning was my profession. And I could quite easily have jumped into psychology, but I didn't need to because they're so interwound. And I'm a master practitioner at NLP and a trainer. and I've also studied lots of other areas of psychology and personal development as well. And what I've done over the years is I've interwound that psychology of money and human beings and belief systems and values into financial planning to, I believe, help my clients make better money decisions and enjoy the journey more.
Okay. And you're a big believer in educating and education, and we don't really get financial education at school too much, and maybe that'll change in the future. But you're therefore saying that the book it's open for everybody. It doesn't matter the situation you're in or the know-how you have about money or investing or paying debt or being in debt. None of that matters. This is a book for anyone.
The more simple your understanding of money, the more disorganized you are, the more you need help, the more value the book will bring to you. But if you are a sophisticated fund manager, we look after some traders, you will still get value if you don't set goals or if you're disorganized. Now, we look after some accountants who are disorganized financially. They're great at sorting their client stuff out and sorting tax out, but they don't have a plan. They don't know when they're going to retire. So if you need some help with the psychology and the structuring things, it'll work for you too. But let's face it, if you wake up in the morning and you say, actually, no, I'm on, and I meet these people, and I'll have these people come into my office, and they'll come in and say, I'm going to retire at this stage. This is what I've got, and they'll present me with an organized system. I have no debt. I've paid all my mortgages down. I have no credit card stuff. And this is my retirement planning and stuff. I just want you to manage my money. Well, what value do I add for them? You know, it's like I can put a portfolio together and make sure that it stays on track. But really, when I add value is when the market's correct, when the markets crash, because they then are tested. They then question their own beliefs. And we have this conversation in our own head all the time. And it's under times of stress and strain when it magnifies, when we're talking to ourselves a lot. So at those times, that's when I add value to them. So even someone who's really well organized can get some support and some ideas from the book. I'm sure everyone will pick something up from it.
Okay, great. So I guess then looking ahead, which is maybe strange on the just after the book's launch, but what's next? What happens next for you?
Okay, so we are currently going into companies and schools doing training on the money plan. So we have a corporate wellness program that does the money plan training, and that's going down very, very well. You can go to my website, get some more details. I am working with some wonderful people to develop the money plan into a home study course so that people can then read the book and say, great, I now need more. So rather than coming to see me or going to see a financial planner, because that was never the intention behind it, they can then do it themselves, a DIY, take control and go through the process themselves. So I would hope that would be out later this year. That's the aim, to get it out later this year for that. And then my next project is turned to the younger generation. So the next time will be the money plan for kids. So just purely focusing on the children, raising money smart kids, what sort of things you should be instilling into your children, how to help them be better with money, what you can do as well. So everything from junior ISAs to lifetime ISAs for the older children, planning for school fees, university fees, that kind of thing, pocket money. The whole system behind it.
So one or two things on the horizon then.
Yeah, it's exciting. I love it. And I must be honest, the positive reception I've received, both from the podcasts that I've done, the downloads that the interviews that I've done, from these interviews that we do, and from the book have blown me away. So it's really made me realize that there's a need for this and a desire for it, and I'm doing something right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll wrap it up there, and wish you the best of luck reaching and changing the lives of as many people as possible.
Brilliant. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate it. Take care.